Hey guys, it's Bella and welcome to my channel. So for today's video I have a rewind plan with me. I did do this intro talk-through style and then I just kind of like lost the plot while I was doing it, so that's why I'm doing a voiceover, because it just honestly made no sense and I rambled for like 3 minutes. But yes, I am back from my little hiatus that I kind of had for mental health and also just to get into a routine because I did start a new job in July. So yes, that is why I took a hiatus and I feel ready to be back. So that is why I have made the decision to come back. I just posted a planner flip through for the first half of the year, so that video will be linked at the end of this video, and that video did take like 2 weeks basically to film, edit and upload, just because 1, I was sick, and 2, I've been really busy with work. So yeah, anyways, here is a plan with me for the week of the 12th to the 18th of July, and I'm using this kit from Oddloop. This is the Space Friends kit, which I purchased during their website opening sale like a few months ago. So yes, and then I did also pull in these overlays from Starlight Paper Studio that were a freebie from one of the sales that I purchased from. So yes. And then I think here I was just explaining that I only had 5 of those because I used a couple on the sidebar, but that was fine because I was planning to do something for Saturday and Sunday with the weekend banner. So moving on to the actual spread, as always I am in my Penny Pages A5 wide coiled vertical planner. I do have my top washi as it is in this planner, and my sidebar items down. Also, I'm just going to pause this and be right back because my computer is going to die. Okay, I'm back. So where was I? I think here I was just trying to work out which full box I wanted to use, like the order of the full boxes, because they were mainly sort of character focused and there was a few that like just kind of had elements that weren't characters. So yes, I put the sort of space frog on Monday, which that is probably one of my favorite boxes, and I did get like a little die cut freebie with my order of this little space frog, so I really love that. But yes, then I just put in the little blank header, which I'm not quite sure if they've reformatted the kits again recently, because I know that they were planning on doing that. Just some changes to like the headers sheet and like the glitter headers and all that kind of thing. But yes, I haven't checked to see if they've done that or not. But anyways, so yes, I used the little blank header and I put the overlay on top of that, which looks really nice, and then I used the glitter header and then the matching to do header. So starting off on Monday, the first thing that I marked in was that I had a driving lesson, and the pen that I used for this spread is the what is this? Pilot G2 in 0.38. So yes, and I used the car icon from the kit. I really hate how I wrote the word driving because I just made it like really bold, but I think because I wrote it and I kind of like messed up, and then I was like, oh, let me try and fix this. Yeah, no. Anyways, and then that day was raining, so I wanted to mark that in. So I used this little umbrella sticker from Very Cute Designs and just wrote in rainy day. And then I marked in having a Netflix binge, and this kit came with like a ton of like layering items, so I did do a little bit of that in this spread. So I used this little like, I think it's a hexagon possibly, and then the Netflix binge script is from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚙𝚜, just to mark in that I finished watching season 4 of Atypical, because I believe I started it the week before, possibly. Yes, so because it did take me a little while to finish it. And then I marked in doing some designing, so I used this laptop sticker from Purple Bunny Prints, and then at the bottom I used the phone icon from the kit just to mark in that I booked a podiatrist appointment for my mum. So yes, that was nice and easy. I think that I had a couple of other things that I wanted to mark in this day, but I just didn't end up marking it for whatever reason. So yes. Moving on to Tuesday, I think I'm just putting in the next full box at the top and then just following the pattern, I guess, with the colors and the glitter headers and headers and whatnot. But yes, I do really love how this turned out. So again, here I was going to put the glitter header, and then I realized I didn't want 2 glitter headers next to each other, so I ended up putting a to-do header instead. And I think I messed up, and I did this like twice where I like put it in the wrong spot, and then I was like, oh, actually no. Which I feel like with some of the stickers in this kit, if you pull them up quick enough, it doesn't rip the paper. So like the headers and stuff, it was okay, but if with the full boxes and whatnot, I think you're more likely to rip the paper regardless of what planner you're using, because it is a premium matte sticker paper and they just tend to rip the paper underneath quite easily. But anyways, so on the Tuesday I marked in that I had my health insurance due, so I marked that, and then I also marked in driving. I think here I was just trying to work out how I wanted to mark it in, so I used this like really nice kind of like gradient box with a car icon from the sticker party. I definitely wasn't trying to color block or anything. I was only really color blocking with the headers as such, and as best as I could, because you'll see on Wednesday that it wasn't really possible. But yes, and then I used this label to mark in my first shift at work, because this was my first ever shift, which was very overwhelming, but it was very good. So I used this work script from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚙𝚜 just to mark that in, because yeah, my first shift was like a closing shift, so that was kind of interesting, but it was really nice. And so far I have worked quite a few more shifts since then, so I have really been enjoying my job. And then that day we had a planned power outage, so I just wanted to mark that in. So basically when I got home there was no power because they were replacing the power lines, I believe. And then the power did come back, I think, around midnight, which was so funny because my mum was like, oh, I wasn't able to turn the TV off like properly before the power went out. So if the TV randomly comes on at night, like while you're awake, because I always stay up really late, she's like, can you turn it off? And so I was in bed watching like TikToks, which is why I marked in TikTok binge, which I don't normally do, but I think because that day I just didn't have internet, and so I was using my phone, and I don't know if I didn't want to watch Netflix or I don't know what it was, but anyway, so I was watching TikToks, and then I heard like talking, like really loud talking, and I was like, oh, that can't be the people outside, could it? And I was like, I don't think so. And then I went into the living room and the TV was just like on. It was on like some cooking show, I think, but yeah. So yes, that was that day, and like I said, I marked in the TikTok binge, which I'm not quite sure where that TikTok sticker is from, because it was a freebie, like a freebie sticker, and then the house icon was from the kit. So yeah, moving on to Wednesday, I'm just putting in the headers, which here you can see that I couldn't really color block with the glitter headers and whatnot because there was 2 different shades of blue, and then the only pink was like the lightest pink, which is like the Thursday color. So yeah, I did my best. Anyways, so moving on to Wednesday, I marked in, what did I mark in first? I think here I was looking for a sticker, and then I didn't find anything else, so I used the one that I already had picked, because I did pre-pull all of my stickers before filming this. But I had pulled them like a few weeks ago, so at this point I was kind of like, oh, is this how I really want to mark this? So yeah, I was kind of like hesitating a little bit while I was planning this. But anyways, I marked in on Wednesday that I had a hair appointment because well, my mum had booked to get her hair done the week before, just to get like a treatment, like a wash and a treatment and a blow dry. And so then I had already washed my hair that day by the time she had booked it, so I asked if I could go the week after, so this week, and yeah, I went and just got my hair done, which was really nice. Just a nice like Olaplex treatment and blow dry. And then that day was payday from work, I believe, because I had trainings the previous week, so I got paid for those, and I do get paid on like a fortnightly basis. So I think I also got paid for like I can't remember if I also got paid for my first training or not, but yeah, I had like a few trainings over the past weeks before this. So that was that. And then at the bottom, I marked in updating my like expense tracker book that I have, because it's not really a budget book, it's more just like an expense tracker. So I just wanted to update that. So the calculator is from the kit, and the little piggy bank is also from the kit, and then the payday script is also from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚙𝚜. And then at the bottom, I'm just marking in going to yoga. So yes, I just marked that in with a yoga mat from Planet Beautiful, who is no longer open, and then the blow dryer sticker is from Very Cute Designs. So that was Wednesday. And then moving on to Thursday, so yeah, like I said, Thursday has this like really light pink color, which I picked this for Thursday because there's only one glitter header, so it kind of made sense with the pattern that I was trying to do, if that makes sense. And then I used this gorgeous little snail, which I used on this side because the snail is also in the weekend banner, and I just didn't want that on the same side, so that's why I did this kind of pattern, which I really like how this looks. So Thursday, what did I do on Thursday? First thing I marked in was my charity donation that is direct debited, I guess, so it comes out like once a month. But yeah, it is $30 to a Royal Life-Saving Society, which is cool. And they have like a raffle and stuff each month, which is exciting. But yes, So I just wanted to mark that in. And then I also worked on some volunteering tasks because I am currently volunteering from a work from home basis for a charity, doing sort of like communications work, which is what I did my degree. So yes. Yes, so I just marked that in with the laptop icon from the kit. I think, again, there was a few other things that I wanted to mark in this day that I didn't end up marking in. Like, I think this day I filmed, or like, not filmed, but I planned some spreads, and I just didn't mark that in because I didn't have the space. I also charged my watch, which I don't normally mark charging my watch, but I think I also didn't do a lot otherwise, so I marked that in with, again, another sticker from Planet Beautiful, who's no longer open. And then I was setting up my bullet journal weeklies for July, because I did get a bullet journal, I think the week prior, actually no, a couple of weeks prior, I think. So yeah, I was just setting up the weekly spreads for July, which I actually kind of hated the July spreads, and I've kind of gotten into my groove now in August, so I kind of know the kind of layout that I like and whatnot. But yes, so I used that sticker, which is from Crest Press. It was left over from a kit that I used, and then I just marked in Pilates with this fox and cactus girl, because I only had 2 of those left on the sheet, which were the 2 bigger ones, so I decided to pull those in to my spread, which I actually just repurchased those, and I feel like the sheet has changed, like the actual stickers have gotten smaller, so there's like more on a page, and those big ones aren't as big. So yeah. Also, apologies for this second half because I didn't even realize when I was filming, but I moved the page like closer to me, so the bottom part is kind of cut off. But I don't really mark too much down the bottom of the spread, and you'll kind of see it when I do the little sign off at the end, I guess. But yes, I decided to put all my 4 boxes at once, which I tend to do on the second half just because I feel like it saves time. So yes, I put the little bear sticker, which I also really love the bear character, and then I just used the other 2 sort of like, well, I guess one is kind of a character because like a robot, and the other one is the like satellite, I guess, or something. I don't know. So yes, and then here is where I kind of stuffed up because I started to put the blank headers on the weekend, which is not what I wanted to do because I didn't have any more overlays left. And then I realized my mistake, and I was like, oh, actually, this is not what I'm doing. But yeah, I was kind of a little zoned out when I was planning this. I think I was listening to music, and also because I am using this shop for the first time, I'm not really familiar with the kit, and so and also I haven't planned on camera for like a month, I would say, a bit over a month. So I'm a little rusty, and I was kind of like unsure of what I was doing. So yes, I did make a couple of mistakes here and there, but all in all, I do really like how this spread turned out, and I did fix my mistakes as soon as I saw them, I think. So yes. So then moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked in was that my Viki subscription was due, which Viki is just a streaming service that has Asian dramas. Which I have actually been using it quite a lot recently because I have watched a couple of dramas that are like exclusive to that platform that aren't on Netflix, because most of my Korean dramas I do watch on Netflix, but there are occasions where I will watch them on Viki because they are not on Netflix. So yes. And then I marked in going to light therapy, which was good. Obviously, I need to kind of get back into the groove of going twice a week, but just with my schedule and I think also with this, because of the weather and whatnot, it was just difficult, so I could only go one day. And then I marked in new releases, which actually happened later in the day, but I didn't have anything else that could fit in that space, and I kind of wanted to put the next section together. So yeah, that new releases script is from 𝚜𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚡. It was from a freebie, I believe. And then here I used a half box, and then I cut off these checklists because I went to a few places because I did errands this day. So I marked in going to Mecca because I got my first ever beauty loop box, which was very exciting. I also went to Nespresso because I had to recycle the pods, I guess. And then I also did go to Coles because I had to do some grocery shopping. So very exciting stuff. And I used a little shopping bag from Planning Like a Pro. And then at the bottom, I used a Target run script, which was from Pookie Bear Cuties that was left over from a kit that I had used because I did end up going to Target with my mum in the evening. So yes. So that was that. And then Saturday I slept in, and then I marked in rewind planning, which I actually did on the Friday, but I just didn't have space for it. So I marked it in on the Saturday because the weekend, this week, I didn't do a lot at all. So I really needed to fill up space where I could. So yes, that planner is from the kit, and then the Sleeping Girl is again from Planet Beautiful, who's no longer open. And then I marked in placing an order with Paper and Milk because I believe she was having a sale, like an anniversary kind of sale. I think it was 4 years, I think, or 3 years. I can't actually remember. But yes, so I did stock up on some sheets, which are currently sitting in my US address waiting to be sent over. I'm still just waiting for a couple of things to arrive to my address, and then I can ship that to me, which I'll probably do at the end of the month. So I used this like foiled sticker that was left over from the 𝚕𝚒𝚗𝚗𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚘 kit that I had used the week before. And then at the bottom, which you can't see, I just put a TV icon from very cute designs to mark in that I was watching TV, because I was watching the Tour de France at this point, because this was like the final 2 days. I was also watching 𝚕𝚒𝚘𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 then I was also watching Nevertheless, which is on Netflix, which technically the episodes come out on Sundays, like midnight basically, but I do like just marking it in on Saturdays anyways. So then on Sunday I went to Pilates in the morning, so I just marked that in, and that took up that space under the weekend banner. And then I marked in washing my hair because I don't think I did a lot this day. Like, I think I went to Pilates, I went and had like a coffee or something, and then had a nap, and then that was basically it. And then I got up, washed my hair, and then kind of just chillaxed, I guess. But yes, so that sticker is, again, those two stickers are from Fox and Cactus. And then what else did I mark in? And then I think I just marked in watching the finale of the Tour de France, which we actually didn't watch like all of it. I think we watched part of it because it started later than the previous days. Like, normally the races would start, I think, like 7 p.m. my time, and then I think for this particular race, because it was the finale, it started at like 9 o'clock, like 9 p.m. my time. And so yes, we ended up going to sleep before it finished, but we kind of knew what was going to happen because we were following along and whatnot. So yes, and then at the top on Thursday I just added in a label with the TV icon for the Gossip Girl reboot, which I still actually have the final 2 episodes of like the first half to watch, and then I think the second half is starting in November. So yes, and then I did fill in my sidebar with my habits. So I was tracking my reading and flossing, which I did sort of okay. My sort of like list of things to do, and then my next week's schedule, which had just my work schedule and a couple of things that I was waiting for. But yes, so that is it for this spread. I do have a ton left over in this kit, particularly when it comes to labels and boxes, but I will keep those and pull those into future spreads. And I do have a reusable sticker book, which I'm in the process of tidying up, shall I say, for like my icons and whatnot. And then I do have a separate one for functional items, although some of these functional items I will probably just declutter, like the flags, these ones on this page, because they are quite large, and I tend to use the smaller flags, like the ones that I did actually use in the kit, in the spread, shall we say, like these ones at the top. So yes, but I will probably keep, like I said, most of those functional items, and then put the rest in my sort of like declutter kind of pile that I have, which is definitely stacking up. But yes, I think here I was just showing how I was using my work labels in my monthly, just to mention that I would probably keep those work labels because I have been using them in my monthly. But yeah, I don't know, I was rambling like I said. But that is it for this spread and this voiceover. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Check out Oddloop as well as all the other shops that I mentioned, which will be listed down below. I think here I was just flipping through some of the previous spreads that I did because I was talking about something. But yes, I will see you in my next video. I do have another 2 like rewind spreads to catch up on, and I do also have my August monthly to film as well, so I will hopefully be able to do that in the next week during my days off. So yeah, that's it for this video. Bye guys!
I'm home alone all day and I got no more songs left to play. Baby, 난 널 그리네. 다시 돌아와줘 내게 and let me be your man. Oh.